Welcome to the S24 Sammy Show. I'm Cory Bender here to talk about NBA 2K13. Why am I grabbing the controller? I don't need it. I honestly don't know why I'm grabbing it. But it's been a while. Haven't reviewed a game for probably about 6-7 months, and we'll be getting a Madden 13 review finally. I know all 6 of you are waiting for it, and we're gonna get it to you finally today. Unless Chad is coming over, so we'll probably get done by 10 o'clock, and then his mom will get mad, and then she'll probably shoot me in the face. So grabbing the controller again just because going through all the game modes here. Obviously we have the home screen, which looks very cool. You'll be able to see Sam's thing possibly, unless if we didn't record that. He's got a great Miami Heat '69 jersey over there with his blue beard, and his character is so accurate. I think I made it the most accurate as possible because he's totally black. He totally has light blonde hair that's an afro and a blue beard. So you're welcome for that, Sam. Okay, let's just go through here. Obviously, you're always going to have the Play Now feature. They haven't really tweaked anything with the gameplay. You have your basic controls of now you can still shoot with the shot stick. You can shoot with the X button. You have all the dribbles. They kind of made the dribbling a little bit different where now left trigger kind of has some different functions. Also, if you move around with the shot stick. Then when you go into actual gameplay, you can always change the camera. I always usually do the 2K camera because it seems like the best. It kind of reminds me of NBA Live actually, even though that game wasn't the greatest. But the next feature is My Player. They really have added a whole lot to it now. Maybe not so much of the gameplay because obviously the gameplay is going to be the same. But they've added more with when you make your player, now you have the rookie showcase. I think it might have been a thing last year too, I'm not sure. But they made the rookie showcase pretty much your entire thing of how you're going to get drafted. And after the rookie showcase game, depending on how good you do, especially with your teammate grade, you're going to get a certain amount of skill, like points, added. It'll give you the overall. Then you'll go into an interview with 3 teams. You pretty much just answer the questions as good as you want. If you don't like the team, you can just be a complete douchebag to them and not even care, or you can answer great and hopefully you'll get along with them so they'll draft you, or if they decide not to draft you with their first pick they have, maybe they'll draft you after with their next pick if you don't get drafted before. Even if you do, with Sam's character, he didn't really care, so I got like 4 points, 2 rebounds, and like 3 assists. So that's pretty bad. I had like a teammate grade of F, and you can still get picked in the first round. I ended up being really nice to the Miami Heat. I know I'm actually a huge Bulls fan, but I like LeBron, and so I was nice to the Heat. They picked me with the 27th pick. So if you do really good, you have a chance of being picked in the lottery, and you get more money, and that also means you'll be better off starting anyways. But if you want to go to a good team and you don't mind waiting for a while, or if you just will demand trades, it doesn't really matter. You can just do as bad as you want. That's another thing too. A good segue to that is the new you can sit down with your general manager now. This is a brand new feature. You can sit down with your general manager at any time. You have a certain amount of topics you can talk about. It can go from I like what the coach is doing. I don't like what coach is doing. Hey, this guy isn't getting a whole lot of playing time, and I also like to play with him, so maybe you should get him on the court more. I'm not getting enough playing time. I demand a trade. I really demand a trade. I want out of here right now. Or you can just be as simple as a contract negotiation. You can just go a wide variety of options, and depending on how good your relationship is with your general manager, there's also the possibility of how much they'll give you in a negotiation for a contract extension. If you've been really good with them, they can trade you to almost any team you want. Or on the flip side, if you're very rude to them, if you want out, they'll just kind of trade you to whatever team gives them the best option. Either way, they're still going to do that because it's their team, they're running it, so they're going to trade you to whoever they can get the best players for, whoever. Another new thing in the My Player is the thing of social media, which has also been shown in Madden 13 this year. Is now they have like a little Twitter thing coming down. You can go after before games. It'll just be kind of like the most basic comments. There's a few announcers or sports personalities like who's like Craig Sager, or no, Craig Sager's not in that. Clark Kellogg, one of the announcers for the actual game. Steve Kerr counts as a legend. You can have also much of other legends in there, such as Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, who say nice things about you, or maybe even sometimes worse things about you too. But if you have like a game where if you get like 15 assists and you're just you're going crazy, you have like Magic Johnson be like, oh, you kind of remind me of myself. So that's kind of a cool thing. Another new thing is you can train with a legend in the Legends training, and you can get like a certain amount of points for each skill depending how good you do, and it also just depends on what player you pick. Like with Larry Bird, it's a lot about jump shooting. Uh, I believe Bill Russell's in there, so if you're like a center, you can do like the post moves and rebounding, stuff like that. So if you don't want to just do like the basic drills, you can go into the Legends training camp and do that. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's still the press conferences after the games. You can answer any way you want, and it determines how your popularity is with your teammates, the fans, and then the local fans. And then obviously your goal is to get into the Hall of Fame and win championships and all of that. And you can show up in the news feed all the time, and it's really fun. I've actually gotten to my third year with point guard, or fourth year, excuse me, and I've won 2 championships, and it's great. The one thing that's kind of funny though is that it shows you not really winning the championship in the news feed right away until like the next year, and then even then one year didn't even show us to like say like, oh, get ready to defend your championship or anything. So it's just kind of a minor flaw. Another thing is the endorsements. They're a little bit newer too. Now one of the newest ones is if you sign with the Jordan or Nike or is Adidas, either way, there's an option where eventually you get to create your own signature shoe, which is really cool, and you can make it any design you want from obviously the designs they give you, and then you can put them on the court. You can give them, like, if you can pick your own thing, like +5 steal, +5 this, +3 shooting, and it'll be like an added boost to your player that you can use. Um, that's pretty much the My Player. The newest features they have are My Team, which is like the ultimate team for NBA. You can buy and sell players on the My Team. What do you call it? My Team. Oh, it doesn't have a certain name for it. It just kind of says My Team, and then you can like go into that. There's collections, obviously, to get more players. You can play against people online. There's the marketplace where you obviously go buy the players. There's Road to the Playoffs, which is like if your team gets good enough, you can play like in a playoff round and you get a certain seeding. The players are going to vary of how much VC you have. Like a LeBron James is going to be anywhere between 25,000 to maybe 30,000. The top players in the league are going to be up there. I mean, you can always try and maybe collect them. I'm not sure if they have all those collections out yet. But if you're going to play My Team, I would really suggest to put some money into it. I'm not saying a whole lot, but if you really want to play into it, you really need to get some money into it so you can have your team very good. It's also pretty cool because then you can create like your own jerseys and everything. It's really is your My Team. So that's it for that. I'm going to take a little break.
Okay.
Because I'm saying we have here is the NBA My Player Blacktop, and this is a new feature. It's where you have your My Player you make in the My Career mode, and you can basically take them online. You can it's a 3-on-3 matchup, and it's all the My Players of all the people pitting against each other in a street ball game of 21. It's actually kind of cool. Me and my friend Chad play it a lot. We've gotten our guys up to 99, so we're able to beat a lot of people. Even if you're not the greatest at it or your guy's overall's kind of bad, you're still able to contribute to the team by passing, setting picks, all the other stuff you would do in a regular game. But this is kind of cool because it's a street version. There's no fouls. You can't just go mug a guy, but there's also not the capability of hitting the player off the top of the head with a basketball. But you're still able to do a lot of cool things. You can use your dunk packages, and you seem like you'd be able to dunk a lot. It kind of comes into a dunk fest almost, and it's really cool because it's like having a little mini dunk contest with your friends against people online, and it's fun. It's like playing with your friends outside, except you're using your My Players, and you enjoy it a lot. The other mode I want to talk about very quick is the Association Online. Hasn't been a whole lot added to it from what I understand. I didn't play it a lot last NBA just because it seemed a little rushed at times. Like you only had a certain amount of time to play games. That's what I didn't really like about it. Like with Madden, the commissioner can always advance the week, but with this, it's like you only had a certain time to do this, this, and that. And I haven't really dived into it much yet. I'm gonna start playing it more, but it seems like I think it's gonna be the same thing. Although it's still fun because you can play with your friends online, you can move your franchise as good as it can be. You can, obviously play against your friends. I think it would work better if it'd be more of like a league sort of thing, like back with NHL, Madden used to a long time ago, you'd only play your friends for a certain amount of games, and then that's how you got your playoff seeding, or that's how you determine you would get in the playoffs. I think that would work better with this game, or if they were making more like Madden, where you don't have a certain amount of time to play it. I understand there's more games to play, and then you have the option to play at your own pace. Maybe you take a while to play a game, or you just don't have as much time. Maybe that helps, with getting the season through, but then you don't always have the option to play your games, and that's not as fair. So I think if they would do that more, that'd make this Association Online mode even greater. Ultimately, my score for this game is going to be a 4.5 out of 5. I think if they made the Association Online a little bit easier to work with, it would be about a 5. And I like the other additions they've done. There's obviously not much they can really do to tweak the gameplay. I mean, they've made the controls a lot easier, it seems like. There's more modes to do now with My Team and the My Player Blacktop, so there's an unlimited amount of gameplay. I like what they did with My Player, with all the new features they've added to. There's not really much you can really ask for. Obviously, there is some stuff they could put in there, but give us your thoughts about how we did with this review. Is there anything you would like to see in the next NBA 2K game? 2K14, I believe, has already come out with a few trailers, I believe. So that's going to be really exciting. And now 2K has also, bought WWE gaming rights. So they're going to be coming out with a new WWE game. We'll be having a review for WWE 13 very soon. Me and Chad probably do that, hopefully today or sometime later on, maybe in the summer. But leave us your comments about what you liked about NBA 2K13, what you liked about this video, and if there's anything we could add in 2K14, because I feel like I've had some ideas of what I could add to it, at random times, and I just can't think of any right now. But ultimately, this is probably one of the best 2K games I've ever played for NBA-wise. So thank you for watching, and look at the rest of our videos, and enjoy the rest of your day. Good. Alright. Wonder how long that was.